Alright. How to catch an automaton. Uh, oh, it's you. I've been meaning to apologize for my behavior at the meeting. For all my bluster, I had nothing to offer. You made me see the hypocrite that I was, and I'm determined to do better. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't struggling, though. We need more automata to help us rebuild. You see, and I thought that we better repurpose the ones we've got guarding the village. And when I went to shut one down, the blasted thing tried to bash my head in. Barely escaped with my beard, I'll tell you. Whoever programmed them did their job a little too well. You're supposed to be my mighty warrior, though, ain't that right? Think you could subdue an iron beard for me? Just show him how it's done. If I could see it once, I reckon I can deal with it myself. Alright. Just watch and learn. I'm in your debt. Here, take this sack. You slip it over the iron beard to keep it subdued after you've knocked it out enough. Alright. So I need this thing. One more should be done. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Program my beard, you took care of the automaton so quickly. I would have missed it if I blinked. Thanks for bringing this thing back, and the lesson as well. I reckon I've got the trick of it now. I've also come to realize something. There ain't no action so noble as one that you take for another. I'll keep that close to my heart, and strive to be someone who strives for others just like you. By the way, the chief came looking for you while you were outside the village. It seemed important, so go and see what he wants. Okay, so I can just repeat catch it all the time now. Soon, I will have the regalia. Soon. Sorry. Every time. We will have the regalia soon. You're right. You're right. Wait, does Twin have the regalia or no?
He does.
Okay.
He's been playing for a while.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, Dig Site Chief. Lolly, yet another recording device has arrived. Whatever Kanog's up to, as long as he keeps sending these, we can assume he's safe and well. Anyway, here you go. Chief, can I speak with you for a moment? Sure, what is it? It's Glag. I ran into him just now, and he was behaving oddly. Just when you think he's angry, he suddenly bursts into tears, and the next thing you know, he's talking with you like you're an old friend. That. He's been that way since the meeting. But I'll sort him out, so don't worry. Thanks for bringing me word, and let me know if you notice anything else. It seems God's condition isn't common knowledge yet, but it's only a matter of time if it continues to worsen, like it seems to be doing. Sorry, I'm saying all this out loud, but it's not your problem to deal with. Just stay focused on rebuilding, and that's how you'll best help us. Yo, Tibin, Mr. Kanog. Archived in the portable. Archive. Let's see what the message says this time. Alright. Message 5. Dear Art, I knew all along, really. I knew that Anog was dead, and that thing with me only looked like her. But being with her, whatever she was, it kept me alive. It made me want to go on living. If the spheres can create anything, rebuild it in our world, then surely they can grant me this. Okay. 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 Let's see. What else do I need? What do I need to trigger? Hints of the Heart Alliance. Well, how do I trigger this one? Do I need to complete another thing? How to catch another catch? How to catch an automaton? I thought I just had to complete 3 of them.
Nope. It goes on. It goes on for a bit. It takes a few weeks to finish it.
I thought I only had to complete like just the 3 of them. 1, 2, 3.
I mean, what was it quest completed or?
Yeah, I got the quest complete. I just see another red China on around the side now.
Oh yeah, it'll reset next week, and you can take that quest next week. Next Tuesday after reset.
Again.
Yep.
Okay. So from what I'm guessing, I have to do these quests like I have to do this specific quest like twice or 3 times each time.
With a
That's
different NPC.
yeah. Okay. That's dumb. Anytime I think I'm about to be done with this thing, it's not. I'm not. Okay.
That is correct.
That is irritating. Because he is the one that needs to give it to me. Okay. So next week, hopefully, I should have this done. That's irritating. I really don't like how that is. Alright, back to MSQ.
So do you want the pod mount?
Huh?
Do you want the pod mount?
I do want the
Do you
pod.
want the pod mount?
I do want the pod mount, but I need to save for the regalia.
I mean, you could also do gold saucer and
Yep.
and have enough for both.
I'll have FC buffs the whole week too.
We'll have MGP FC buffs up the whole week as well.
Okay, I'll do it during the week then.
Or the week of the thing.
Yeah. Alright. There's no way that I'm gonna get this in time for like my alts. Like none of them. But if I can just get one of them, that'd be fine. I'll be waiting. Okay.
Back to the saucer?
Huh?
We going back to the saucer, or are you doing MSQ?
I'm gonna do MSQ now. It's time for me to. Okay. It's time for me to do get to Endwalker.
How close is he anyway?
He's at the MSQ quest.
Here be dragons. Here be dragons.
Here be dragons. Here be dragons. I think you know what that entails.
Bahamut.
Baja Blast.
Baja Blast. So so to add clarification, I'm on the last 8 quests of post Shadowbringer.
He's on the last 8 quests of post Shadowbringers.
Right.
Question.
Yes.
Did you do the quest I told you? Did you do the quest Reina, get down? Did you do CL's quest?
Yes. Yes, I did. There's more with CL as well, isn't there?
I mean, like, after she revealed herself to be the Shadow Keeper, did you do the quest that she had to offer? It was a regular gold quest that she had.
Safekeeping, right? Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
Do you now realize that yes, there are gold quests worth doing?
Yeah, I can see that.
And did you do that one in its entirety?
I stopped at I did Shadows Walk with Me, and then Safekeeping, and then I stopped at that.
What was there more to it, or
I saw another one, but I didn't know if I should complete it.
I would say do it.
Okay, I'll do it later.
Usually, if it's a line of the gold quests, you should do them.
Okay. Oh yeah, but this thing unlocks. Fuck, not that thing. This thing unlocks when you complete it. Profile, right here. There you go. This is a title that unlocks with Shadow Walk with Me, and then Safekeeping is basically you're entrusting. See, the reason why I like Safekeeping was because I get to basically have a drunk party with my 4 homies. That was it. It was literally just a drunk party. We realized that not Gil. Gil can fucking drink like a fucking sailor. We realized yeah, Gil's great. We realized that Grainson cannot have a single
Man,
not
man, man cannot hold his liquor.
he can't. He cannot have a single alcohol in him.
He can't have so much as a single drop.
Yeah. And Sarah and Tanner had to make sure that he was collected, fine. And I feel you know who I feel more bad for then? You know who I feel more bad for?
Who?
The Hunter boy. The Reek.
Oh. Why is that?
He said I will pay for the entire tab.
Oh no, I forgot he said that.
Yeah. See, CL, I feel bad for her. Only because I feel also bad for her because she had to clean up all of the mess that the Warrior of Light and his 4 friends made. And somehow, in the span of 2 hours, she said, we made more of a mess than any of her past patrons that were drunk combined. Damn. But I feel bad for her, on that part. But I feel more bad for Larique. Because he's paying for the entire tab. And Giot just opened.
Giot's gonna drink him into debt.
Yeah! Oh no!
I honestly forgot he said that.
That's why, I streamed the other day, and I just said, no, Larique, you don't know what you're doing. Please, don't. Because I don't mind if I pay for it. I got, 2 mil gil. I don't mind if I cover the tab. Gil will probably, cost me about, 500,000. It'll hurt me, but I still have money to land on. This man just got caught off from his family fortune. He has no money to land back on.
There's actually something that I would like to point out.
Yeah.
In New Game Plus, there are specific. It will basically tell you hey, these quests will basically unlock New Game Plus, where you can replay them again.
Yeah.
For Chronicles of Light, there's Tales of the Dragon Song War. I'm pretty sure you remember that one.
Yeah.
Tales from the Shadows, which is the quest that Minthilia's mother gives you.
I think I've done that one.
You can check. It will be under Chronicles of Light in your New Game Plus thing.
Okay.
It'll be underneath Hildebrand.
Ah.
There's below that. There's a Scholastic questline, which you remember Briardian from ARR Hildebrand, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a questline focused around him.
Ah. I didn't do that
Actually
one.
delving into like actual Inspector shit and not really, Hildebrand shenanigans.
So I do have the Chronicles of Light. That is the Tales of the Dragon. Apparently I'm missing more for that one.
Tales of the. Oh no, there's Tales of the Dragon Song War.
Yeah.
And then there's Tales from the Shadows after it.
Oh, I don't have that one yet. Okay.
Yeah, okay, so you did not do Flamine's quest.
Okay. I'll do it later.
There's scrolling down a bit, there's Tales from the Calamity, which actually delves a bit into the lore behind Louis Swa.
And then I'm just looking at Tataro's Grand Endeavor. Oh no.
That's post Endwalker.
Okay. Whew.
Don't worry about that until you get to post Endwalker.
Whenever I hear Tataro's Grand Endeavor, I'm always thinking about Alphinaud spending more than his coffer can handle.
Tataru's Grand Endeavor is a quest line.
Alright.
Don't worry about it until you get to post Endwalker.
Yeah.
So, question. Is it as funny as Hildebrand, or is it as depressing as
I'm gonna stop
Depressing
right
as
there.
what?
The answer is yes.
because there's a lot of depressing things, so I want to let me actually be very specific, guys.
Pouch, his answer is yes.
Yeah, whatever you're thinking, the answer is yes.
So it's as funny as Hildebrand.
Sure.
Okay, so it's the opposite. Got it.
Also true.
Not exactly.
Huh?
We're saying yes because the answer is both.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Anyway, changing topic entirely. Here be dragons. Alphinaud is keen to track down Istinian. So Istinian was bound for Ishgard. Whatever it is to bring him home, we must hope he'll keep him there for long enough for us to find him. Come, there is no time to lose.
You know what I just realized?
What?
There's a dungeon that you missed that you need to run.
That I need to run?
It's completely optional, but I would like to do it as a party, just like as a full party, so we can go through it. So we can go through it at our own pace.
Mm-hmm. Is it an optional quest?
Yes, and it's in the Crystarium. Des, I think you know the dungeon I'm talking about.
Oh, that one, yeah.
I have a feeling I'd probably pick. Is it a blue quest?
It was a blue quest.
9 times that. Okay.
It really didn't hit me that hard, I guess. The music's nice, but.
Well, yeah, but I meant like take it at our own pace so he can read the leaflets.
Is it called by the time you hear this?
Wait,
What?
there were leaflets
Yes,
in that dungeon?
yes, that's the quest. That is the quest.
I have
By the
it.
time you hear this.
I have it.
I didn't know there were leaflets in that dungeon, actually.
What?
I never knew.
Oh.
All present? Good. Let us split up and search for Sinian. Since we're relatively new to this place, Graha and I will look around.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna watch the scene. He's gonna watch the scene.
Look around for the open spaces and the squares, markers, and whatnot. You and Art can decline. Wait, who's new? Hold up. Alpino, you're not new to Foundation. You're not new. I would have heard that from Alize. Okay, my brain is literally asleep right now. This is how I know my brain is asleep. I read Alize and Alpino swapped the names around. This is how I know my brain's asleep. God damn it. Alright, the squares and markers and whatnot, Yunar can delve into nooks and crannies. Very well. Let us reconvene at the airship landing later with or without Athenian. Good luck. Wait, if Alize is new, Alfino, why don't you just go with Graha or Graha go with me? So, you know, they don't get lost? Okay. I think I shall begin with the Sky Manufactory, so perhaps you can try the congregation. Lucia may well have heard news of our friend's return. But yeah. So why did we let the two new people that are new to Foundation roll by themselves without supervision? Why did we allow that? Lucia, where's my friend? The leader. Where is he? Good morrow to you, warrior of light. Lord Amric sent word that you would be attending to the meeting in Alamego, so I gather that you had not come in search of him. To what then do we owe the pleasure of your visit? Zeke. I think he's dead. I see. We were not aware of Sir Estien's had returned to Ishar, but as I expect you remember, he is wont to come and go as he please. Mayhap you can seek an audience with Lord Amric only to find him absent. In any event, 1 second, as I just heard the beeping of my headset, and I don't like it when it beeps. Okay. That's there. Grab that. Audio output. There we go. Well, in any event, Zeke. Zeke is back. In the event, I'm afraid I cannot help you. Perhaps one of our companions has fared better. Okay.
Ah, shit, it just randomly kicked me from the Discord call. Awesome.
1 second, I think my audio decided to, like, malfunction as well. Yep, it did. Zeke.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
I am here.
You are here. I'm going to speak with Alize at the airship landing. So why is it that we let, two people, Alize and Gahatia, they don't know much about Foundation. Why is it that we let them wander around unsupervised?
Why not?
They're gonna get lost. I am here and I got the origin with no sleep, and How the motivation? God damn it! God damn it, bro! Sleep. You need sleep.
Quickly, somebody tell Graha TA he should go look that metal pole.
Oh no! Please don't.
Actually, given that how a cat's tongue is, would that happen? Like, would it actually get stuck, or?
Well, that's under the same concept that a cat's tongue is the same as Makote's tongue.
I don't know. Okay, it probably isn't, but for the sake of this thought experiment, let's say it is.
Okay. Does a cat get their tongues? Does a normal cat get their tongue stuck like at a on a pole?
I don't know. I'm wondering. Because I mean, it probably should, because it's the warmth meeting the cold, and that's what causes it. But perhaps the brush-like nature of the tongue would play some factor into it.
Damn.
And
Alright.
I hope no one's actually ever tried this, because holy fuck, that'd be terrible.
It would be.
And if anyone has tried that, I would kick their ass. But
Alright.
thought experiment.
It is.
Try
But yeah.
like a synthetic cat tongue and try it.
That's called 3D printing, but not the 3D printing that I'm thinking of currently. I'm probably thinking of like the ones that you actually print out like a working organ.
Yeah, or something that would simulate it, like a similar material, similar build.
Yeah.
And just
I mean, we can always use random time for science.
How many hours have I had before? Bro, you have Origin, you have the sword, you can sleep now. It's good, bro. You're good. It's good.
Right, we have Origin, we have.
No. I'm talking. I was talking to my chat. I was talking to someone in my chat.
Oh.
Thurston
Has entered the chat?
No. Thurston is every bit as elusive as Ryuji suspected. Cutscene. It's a wholesome cutscene.
For now.
No sign of him.
Well, it's audio.
Not that I've ever met him before, but the way Alphino goes on about
Let's just say you may or may not witness a murder.
I took him out in a crowd.
oh, that now I know what you're talking about.
Speaking of which, it does seem awfully quiet. If the erstwhile Azure Dragoon had returned to Ishgard,
Hold up.
would it not be a source of general excitement?
No. 9 times out of 10, no.
First the Scion's Coinkeeper, and now you. I'm beginning to think these meetings are more than mere coincidence.
Estinian!
This is our dragoon!
I love
Not that
him.
I'm complaining. It's been too long.
Too long.
You look an ilm taller and twice as rugged. It suits you, Alphino. Quieter, though. Have you been giving him lessons on how to be the strong, silent type?
Run.
I am not Alphino! If the two of you are such firm friends, perhaps you should remember what he looks like. And what do you mean, rugged? Ugh! Had my brother mentioned what an oaf you are, I'd never have bothered looking for you in the first place.
R.I.P. Estinian.
Estinian Wormblood, the Azure Dragoon. He who fought and felled the dread worm Nidhogg at the Warrior of Light's side.
Is now shocked by the mistake that he made.
To think the day would come when I should see this.
I think I just
legend-
stumbled.
God damn! God damn it! He's having a fandom right now.
Would someone
There's
mind
so much
explaining
going
what
on
is
in
going
this
on?
scene, and I love it.
Is everything all right? I thought I heard Alize shouting.
Very good friend.
One of the few times you have seen a scene legitimately afraid.
Estinian! It's been too long.
I feel so bad for City because he's like, I have no idea what's going on.
No, it's quite understandable. That was hardly the first time we've been confused for one another. Nor, I suspect, will it be the last.
Well, I, for one, will not be making that mistake again.
Always look at their weapon. That's how you can tell them apart.
Today is that you've grown, inside and out. I can tell.
It looks like an AR art. Are you sure about that?
One can't remain a spoiled little lordling forever, you know.
Look behind there. Look at their hair.
At least someone's having a good time.
What if they decide to, change their hairstyle?
No. They have a ribbon. They have a specific ribbon behind them.
Alphino would never befriend other boys
Yeah,
because
exactly, the
he
ribbon's part of the
couldn't
hairstyle.
stand the thought of not
Yeah.
being in charge. But maybe that's changed. He seems just as happy around Estinian as he does Arenvald.
Perhaps he sees them as the brothers he never. Jesus Christ!
Do you want to be?
Do I want to dig myself into an early grave?
Maybe.
I think you learn how to talk with people rather than at them. Well, you can't keep all to yourself forever. Two of these are going to give me an early grave. One of them is actually a compliment. I think.
Backhanded compliments, the best kind.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take the first option. I'm gonna take the perhaps he sees them as the brothers he never had. This is going to kill me. This is a backhanded compliment towards Alice or Offing. Who knows?
Good luck to them. It hasn't been easy being his sister, I can tell you that.
Oh damn! It's another shade towards Offing.
No rest for the righteous, eh? Speaking of which, I was just on my way to borrow an airship to take me to Azisla.
Azisla? How
Oh,
could I
Jacob's not enough.
forget? The dragon with whom Bahamut shared the deepest of bonds.
Aye, Tiamat, his mate. Even now she remains imprisoned on Azisla, though her remorse binds her faster than any shackle.
I see. As the one who first summoned Bahamut, you believe she may be able to shine some light on his latest incarnation.
Wait, Tiamat summoned
I
Bahamut?
suggest that we make the journey to Azisla together. I'm not sure if Tataru mentioned this, but we Scions have an airship of our own now.
I see no reason why not. Assuming your sister can bear the thought of sharing a deck with me.
Be my guest. But confuse me with Alphino again and I'll throw you overboard.
She's feisty.
Ugh! I don't know who he thinks he is, but he's nothing like Alphino painted him to be.
I will admit, he is not exactly as I imagined him either. Based on what I had read of the man, I think I was expecting someone a little less...
She's doing the pouting face. It's like I'm watching 3 kids fight, and then me as an Alize, and not Alize, Estinian, are like the 2 dads watching them. Jesus. Oh, no audio, no audio. It's been quite some time since I last set foot in Alisla, but I understand the three of you were here rather more recent. I suppose you chanced to meet with Tiamat during your visit. Alas, not. We had no cause to set foot near the Delta Quadrant, but I have studied the relevant records, which is not to say I wouldn't appreciate a first-hand account of your dealing with her. Well then, Art is the person to ask. As far as I know, he's the only one of us to have met Tiamat face to face. Even now, she remains a prison of Allegheny Empire. Let's just say it helped that Midgard Summer was there to introduce me. Ah, yes. You were a friend of her father. I too have met with Tiamat. After the Dragonstone War came to a close, I came here to speak with her. A worm who had fought her own war against man in another age. I wished to know if she yet harbored thoughts of vengeance and asked as much. She said no. My hatred for your kind was extinguished long ago. But the guilt she feels for resurrected Bahamut burns undimmed. It torments her even now. Wait, so when Bahamut was summoned during the seventh calamity, basically, that was
No.
Tiamat, right?
No. Dalamut was a prison for Bahamut. The Bahamut that Tiamat summoned during the third era of the Elegance, where they basically turned to summoning a front.
Okay. Okay. So by the time he was summoned,
After Bahamut was summoned, the Elegance imprisoned him and used him as a battery, essentially.
okay. So by the time he was summoned again.
All these years until he was finally released, causing the seventh humble calamity.
Okay, okay. So he wasn't summoned again, he was just released.
Yes.
Okay. So he was in prison since the third Umbral era?
Third Astral Era, yes.
Jesus. That's a long time.
Yes, it was.
But it wasn't Bahamut the way Tiamat saw him as anymore. It was just
Bahamut, but the original Bahamut died to the Elegance hands. Bahamut primal is Abomination.
yeah. And the abomination was what Tiamat summoned in her
Yes.
rage.
That's
Okay.
That's why she refused
Yeah.
to leave her prison.
The guilt she felt for resurrecting Bahamut burns undimmed. It torments her even now. I see. Then your original reason for coming here was out of concern that Tiamat had been forced to summon Bahamut. Nidhogg is a part of me. I feel his emotions as my own. And I know that he would not allow his sister to be made a tool of evil. In his absence, it falls to me to watch over her. Oh, that's sweet. Tiamat, oh wait, it's this way. You literally... So, before I accepted that quest, you literally fit so perfectly as an NPC just standing there. Like I was about to talk to you. It's so perfect.
Zeke Origo.
What
Actual sign of his
yes. What does Zeke has to say?
dawn. Right.
Oh no, she still has her eye first. Every time I see her, I just think she's just cut in half. No, she's just, her legs are still there. Okay.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Her arms are just wrapped around very tightly. Okay. Oh. To think the man is responsible for all this and so much else that Dragon has suffered. Render her fate that she might be, I cannot help that we feel that we may be able to help Tiamat, which she only let us. So, this is the one of the 7 great worms. Even thus, couldn't find her presence is overwhelming. What does Zeke have to say? Click.
I have something to say. You want a Castron roll?
And a Castron roll? Sure.
Here, take an Castron roll.
I don't have that one. Wow.
Awesome, enjoy.
Hey.
That's what the guys say. Take it for your Castron roll.
I got a Castron roll. There. Cutscene. I can't. I have to grind for truth. One note left is her, and she gotta be. My Sierra's mortal companion, what bringeth thee back to this forsaken place, child of man?
It's plain she knows naught of recent events. Perhaps you should enlighten her.
Alright. We are literally telling we just killed the dad. But yeah, Pro, I wish you luck on your grind for the truth. I wish you luck on that. Good luck. Anyway, my sin should be repeated. I sense not the faintest string. So bad news. Oof. Oh no. So bad news, the animation got delayed. How bad delayed? As to who have called him forth, I know none save the dragons of Mercedia, our children. It's more delayed. I can probably give it a look at. Just send me the file, what you're using. The icon that claimed the souls when first he manifested and robbed of their will, they became tools for the alien's darkest designs.
I've seen it with my own eyes. Captives of a lost empire, neither alive nor dead, existing only to preserve the hermit's corporeal form.
Yes, the dragons of Mercedia are at the mercy of this Asian. There can be no other explanation. Accursed Asians, vile minions of darkness. Again, you have profaned the memory of my beloved and strip our children of their filth and their dignity. Are there no depths of which you will not stoop?
Who? I like it.
Your children's pain means nothing to them. They laugh at your kind suffering. But tears will not right this wrong, nor will lamentations
I
see
see.
the perpetrators punished.
What does have from me? Slay other dragons?
Behavior befitting a great worm. We came here to ask mighty Tiamat of the First Brood, consort of Bahamut, mother of the dragons of Mericidia, what she intends to do about the crimes committed against her children.
Were I free, I would answer thine insolence with fire. But words shall have to suffice. Recall, mortals, that it was I who did the first summon my beloved, praying with all my being to bring him forth. You who could contend with the icons
You too were exposed to his influence.
cannot well be ignorant for other
You are
consequences.
yet in possession of your own will is testament to the indomitable strength of your soul. But were you to meet with Bahamut again, you fear you might succumb.
Indeed, ask the Dragon Slayer, and he will tell thee the power we of the First Brood wield. Were I to lose myself to the Icon's influence, all would pay the price. But it is of little matter, for even had I the strength to resist, I lack the strength to break my shackles. This prison shall be my tomb.
On the matter of Bahamut's influence, at least, I believe we can be of some assistance. If you're afraid of being enthralled, don't be. We have a cure. And while we've never tried it on one such as you, its basic principles are universal.
Because thou in earnest?
There is no future for those bound to the past. That you committed a terrible sin, I do not dispute. But if you feel remorse, you may yet make amends. We offer you that chance. Take it, or you will forever remain a prisoner, not of these cruel shackles, but of your own guilt.
A chance to make amends, to lay Bahamut's memory to rest. When our own star faced annihilation, Hylian granted us sanctuary, and now your foes would bring about her destruction. This I cannot allow. For the debt I owe Hylian, and to all that we have suffered for my sins, I shall fight with you, children of man. And it's finished, but some of the scenes I can draw, but the animation is so excellent. Okay. Well, the books have been shown to, she is far too large. Immeasurable more power than any subject treated thus far. We have to remove her restraints only to find that our process had failed. We would be hard pressed to contain her. Then, before going ahead, we should learn as much as we can about the exact nature of her condition. Do you suppose we can find that information here? Why, yes, we can. We can indeed. The Alliance kept the detailed records on all of their noble captives, and I know exactly where to look. We will leave that to you. Then, in the meantime, the rest of us can turn to our thoughts to remove all those shackles. I know Alfio and Art well enough, but not you. Are you certain you're ready to see this through? Rest assured, Saracenian, that I am both ready and willing to give my all for the sake of the star. Though, that is not my only reason for wanting to set Tiamat free. While I do not know how all of her sorrows, I too once found myself in a prison of despair, and I well understand how hard it can be to dare to dream of escape. It took an encouragement of braver souls than I am to make me take the first step towards a brighter future, and now I would help Tiamat do the same. I gather you are not as young as you look. Mayhap, when our work is done, we could trade tales over a pot of Tataru's famous tea. And indebted to her for the leaves and hot water. And be indebted to her for the leaves and hot water? I think not. I see. Returning swiftly to the task at hand, then. I believe the notes governing Tiamat's restraints are located in this sector known as the flagship. Yes, we're familiar with that. The Ether Chemical Research Facility in particular. Oh, where would you take this? A spare vessel containing a small amount of my blood. Oh, another one. Which you just so happen to be carrying around with you. I suppose that you could that seemed rather odd. To explain, Ambrose, Urion, J, and I are researching the use of spare vessels in the transference not only of memories, but the traits of a certain bloodline. And so, I keep one at the ready, should an opportunity to test our theory arise. As for its use to you, you recall during our previous visit to the notes, Pierre granted access to restricted functions, having identified me as being one of the royal blood, and armed with spirit vessel, I propose that you will do the same for you. Even the absence of, well, the rest of me, it seemed worth a try at least. Agreed. We shall take good care of it. To the flagship then. Dun, 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 dun. This way.
Yes, I want to say that I was in Dick in Final Fantasy 14. Yes, I want to play Bowser and Jake in Final Fantasy 14. Definitely.
Hmm.
Rattlesnake Jake? Or Big Up?
Yeah, I know what you're saying now for a second. I said Dick.
Ah. No, that was not.
Let us split and search for a flagship for the node that controls Tiamat's restraints. But should you find a lucky candidate, do not be tempted to make any adjustment. We will not be accidentally release some manner of external monstrosities, nor does Tiamat herself in the current state. Our objective at this stage is simply to identify the relative nodes or nodes. Once we have learned what we can, we should reconvene and compare notes prior to proceeding. Hello.
Oh, whoa.
Hello. Friction between the metal tech components detect the temperature increasing to critical levels. Please replace damaged parts or retreat to a safe distance. Data link with Delta Quadrant broken. Possible cause intruder influence. Advertise deployment of Avatron combat units. Proceed. Nope, not that one. Warning. Scheduled Dragon restraint maintenance due in minus 20 years. Failure to verify system integrity may result in unscheduled specimen release.
Yeah, an accident that you caused.
I'm afraid to say I have little to show her. Did you find anything? I did. A node, which smelled like burnt hair. Yes, a chirp node, which spontaneously warned me about neglecting the dragon neglecting the dragon restraints. I have found a way to activate mechanical restraints if that helps. Spontaneously, you say? That does sound promising, almost surprisingly so, in fact. But you were in possession of spirit vessel. I dare say it is indeed the node of which Graha spoke of. And it was chirping, saying, "Very well, let us take a closer look." Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint? Do you wish to operate the dragon restraint mechanism? You do not have the requisite access privilege. Operation of the dragon restraint mechanism may only be undertaken by the chief technologists and members of the royal family, or those with a vessel full of royal blood, perhaps. New user detected. Commencing biometric authentication. Authentication complete. Your user identified as member of the royal family. Please state your name.
I don't understand why.
Art pouch. Alpino. Olivier. Estinian warm blood. Oh boy. Now I'm taking this one. I'll be honest and actually reveal my colors. Welcome, Art. You may operate the dragon restraint mechanism when ready. Error. Unable to disengage restraint of the specimen. Tiamat. A system update is required. System, what do we have to do that if it's asking for us? I could hazard a guess. Well, that's more than I can say. I haven't found the bloody thing. User. Attention detected. Intimidating guidance program. In order to operate the restraint mechanism, I require to access the central control system. However, I'm able to unestablish a link to said system due to obsolescence of my own software. This issue can be resolved by applying a system update using the corresponding terminal located within the flagship. So this thing can release the restraints or not? It can, but only once it received the requisite system update, as far as I can tell. Until which time it'll be there spewing nonsense. User dissatisfaction in a second. Initiating PlayStation protocols. I'm here to help. Rest assured that I will be a hand to guide you through every step of the system update process. How gratifying. But I dare say we'll fare better with guidance than without. So, Estinian does not like robots or computers. Got it. Hi, twin.
It's a very simple name.
It's my twin.
Indeed.
Your twin is on the cusp of Endwalker.
Yeah. Would I be on the dawn of Endwalker, or would I be on the eve of Endwalker?
The cusp of Endwalker.
Okay.
Don't get over yourself.
Oi.
Zeke, why do you sound so weird?
The only one!
New phone.
Uh-huh.
So he's literally. So Zeke is right now going 25 miles an hour by his phone, and I don't know why.
It sounds like the Flash is talking through a shitty modulator, and it's trying to be slowed down.
I'm. Huh?
I'm gonna tell you first got it.
Yeah, you're right now tapping into the Speed Force.
Your phone is incredibly powerful, apparently.
Mhm.
Also,
Yes.
I literally just came in here to say that Baldur's Gate has decided to choose violence.
Why?
The fuck?
This is why.
Are you posting in the boys, or are you posting? Are you sitting in the
Yes.
DMs? Oh, okay.
In the boys.
In the boys. A small parachutes. Alright, no violence, I see!
I'm just sitting here going like, okay, Act 2, great, honor mode's going good, kicking my ass, but so far so good. And then it pulls that out, and I'm just like, you chose violence, I understand now.
Whoever made Baldur's Gate knows exactly where that's from. Guiding users eternal. This way, please.
I'm in DC for a little longer, but honestly, I'm getting off on that. I am absolutely.
You're sleepy?
Well, it is 2 in the morning on this side of the world.
Yeah. So it'll be like what? 11 for you?
Mm. Wait, Zeke, you're not on the East Coast anymore?
What?
You're not in the East Coast anymore?
Or just do I not use what anymore?
Are you not on the East side?
I was confused because
I'm not.
you said
I'm on East Coast. I'm just absolutely exhausted because last night I had the brilliant idea to run off of two hours sleep.
Oh! Yeah, go to sleep.
Yeah, I had the genius idea of not going to bed until 3 in the morning yesterday.
Yeah, I was trying to go to sleep and I couldn't until like 6 when I had to start getting ready for work around 8.
Let's see. According to the terminal, the central control system is presently employing software version 56.135. Dare I ask which version you are employing? Why? Software 42.002, of course. Error detected in the data management. Estimated required for update. 5 years?! That is rather than That is rather long than we were hoping for. Aren't there any other options? For instance, using the terminal to operate Tiamat's restraints instead? This proposed method is indeed an option. Please be warned, however, that procedure may change as a result of the system update, and my instructions may no longer be accurate. Well, I can imagine it will change all that much. As long as we pay attention to any discrepancies, I dare say we shall be able to muddle our way through. Don't bother trying to explain. Just tell me if we made any progress. He really does not like computers.
Oh, just wait until you find out about his, other interesting assets.
Lovely. I would say so, yes. It does, however, require that I remain here to operate the terminal. I shall inform you via link pro once I'm ready to release the shackles. It might be best if you left the spirit vessel with me. I may have yet used for it. Rest assured, I will be certain to return to Graha once this is over. Just a little more work and Tiamat will be free. But before we go, there's something I would know. When Tiamat and her kin fought against the Algan Empire, both sides were but dancing to the tunes of the Alcians. But it was the same in Ishkar, where they stoked the fires of conflict between man and dragon from the shadows. All that acid touch turns to ash, and thus how you made it your mission to fight them. But there have been times when you try to reach out to them instead, to find common ground. If so, I must ask, what do you intend to do with Van Daniel? Will you try and reach out to him too? Enemy or no, I want to understand him. I'll try, yes, but if it fails, I'll remember him. Certainly, after we've wiped that smile off his face.
I would pick the last one in all honesty.
I think Twin picked the last one as well.
If it allows me to punch a bitch, I'm a punch a bitch.
I did choose it. If all else fails, I remember him because this is just coming straight from MSL.
Yeah.
In Elidus, you know.
I'm gonna go with the last one because I did not like him at my first glance.
I mean,
Reminds me of a saying.
he uses Asahi's face, okay? There's a reason on Asahi.
Yeah.
You know the saying, God give me strength?
Yeah.
Well, I have to say, God give me patience. Because if God gave me strength, I'd strangle a bitch.
And that bitch would be Asahi, right? Or Van Daniel, in this case.
Indeed.
Yes. It would be both simultaneously. Because they share the same body.
Yeah. I'd rather put my lance through his heart and be done with it. Yeah, I understand that. But perhaps there's a difference between you and me. You see the good in people, even if it be the faintest glimmer. I only hope you do not come to rue your benevolence. You think us unwise for viewing the world thus?
Yeah.
Far from it. That has been your way, as I learned when journeyed together with Iceheart. Yet, the fact remains that there are some who view compassion as weakness, to be exploited, and there may become a time when you extend a hand of friendship only to wish that you had dealt the killing blow.
Alright,
So save your mercy for those who deserve it.
let me put it to you this way, though, other self.
Yes.
When I was at the point you were at, I genuinely wanted to understand Fandaniel.
Oh, wow.
I did. And then I got to Endwalker, and it went full on fuck him. In the not fun way. Fun,
Oh.
well, fun for me. A dagger to the throat, I
Oh,
don't
no.
imagine would be very fun for him.
For you. Absolutely don't.
I don't think 37 stab wounds to the chest is very fun for him.
No, I don't think so.
That's very entertaining.
Yeah.
For us.
Anyway, well, we should be getting back to our talk. If Alfino has things in hand here, I suggest we rejoin the others. Alright. I'm on the quest called For Vengeance.
Honestly, if we're gonna do here, I might as well just stick with Nick on hand. Change from here. Security up there.
No, I now know what you sound like. You sound like the villagers from Animal Crossing.
Literally!
It's Portal. You know, Portal 2. Either that or B1 Battle Droid on crack cocaine.
Why is that the only word that's so clear?
Everything else. Crack cocaine.
Why was that the clearest one? I can't make this up. I can't. God damn it.
No, yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You guys are killing me.
You're
You're killing us with your voice.
Ian told me all is well, but nothing more. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of. Honestly, it's like getting blood out of a stone with him. I take it Alfino is absent. Then he's needed elsewhere?
Long story short, got a new phone, working at the Kinks.
Yeah.
Have
Well,
you touched the user settings video and sorry, not video, voice and video?
oh yeah, try that.
Sometimes
Yeah.
changing the input device changes it. Would help.
Yeah. Well, that sounds rather frustrating, but you got there in the end while you're off talking to nodes. Gaha and I were learning as much as we could about Tiamat's condition. Our readings confirmed that her ether balance leans strongly towards the umbral, as well as was the case with the kobolds. Therefore, other beings being equal and treatment should work. The difficulty lies in the sheer quantity of the ether, with which was contend multiple applications of treatment will inevitably be required if we are to reverse the effect of the tempering completely. Meaning, I'll need all the ether I can get. Thank you in advance. Wow. They didn't ask, you just immediately assumed, but you know what, that's fair. Although this Navarro will ask much of us, we do have one reason to be optimistic. Namely, Tiamat shows no signs of factual devotion, suggesting a milder case of tempering than that suffered by the kobolds. Tiamat saw Bahamut as an equal rather than a god. Might that have made a difference? Now that you mention it, it very might. She should not have believed it necessary to defer to his will. But enough talk. It's time to put our theories to proof. Tell Alflin to disengage restraints, ethereal dampers. I'm counting on you, Alangela.
Sounds like more like slime. Would be ideal or off.
Such warmth, the frost has soothed my soul, doth begin to thaw. But what are these visions of days long forgotten, of war with men of Algin? Wherefore do such painful memories return to me now? Could it be the process of restoring her soul to its pre-tempered state is awakening ancient memories? Or might the opposite be true? If so, by helping recall the past, we may be able to speed her recovery. Art, she trusts you. Speak to her. Ask her to tell you of past times. Tell me about Bahamut and Asians. Ah, Bahamut, my beloved. Would that peace we found in Mercedia could have lasted for eternity, but alas, it was not to be. The Asians saw to that, and in all creation I know of none more wicked. It was their behest that the men of Algin first came unto Mercedia, unto our home. Tale began when Bahamut and I left our father's side. We took wing in search of a place to make our array. Beyond the ocean, southern ocean, we discovered a lush and fertile land. It would come to known as Mercedia by the children of men, though many years were to pass before they crossed the seas. Upon our arrival, we were welcomed by peaceful people of the forest, keen to trees surrounded by nature. Bahamut and I found a place to raise our young. We've been to Mercedia, right?
No.
Okay.
No.
Imagine that's like the next expansion. We're actually going to Mercedia. Fascinating. These correlates with the writings of Charlene scholar Rurusha. She posts the man first settled on the southern continent towards the end of the second astral era. Correctly, it would appear, if only she were with us to hear the tale of Tiamat herself. Again, Alangelo. Huh?
I said would be cool, but no, we're not going to Mericidia yet.
Yeah.
Though you can see it in the distance at one point.
Huh. When first the children of man arrived on our shore, no foot did they set in those places over which we held dominion. Such was fear of dragonkind, as they kept their distance, so did we let them be. Yet, as the days went by, ship after ship appeared upon the horizon, bearing even more than their brethren, who divided the vast of land amongst themselves. For a time they knew peace and prosperity, but as their numbers grew, the smaller their share became the seen. And soon they began to covet the territory of their fellows. Ere long, man fought man, blood was answered with blood, and none could see an end to the strife until one day they came to us. Recognizing our wisdom, they entrusted us to intercede in their conflicts. Bahamut agreed, and with him presiding over the affairs of men, the land do peace once more. Alas, those golden days of harmony, too, were faded to end. For a man of Algin slew my beloved, and I, in my rage and sorrow, heeded the envenomed words of the Asians. The rest now know us only too well. But your tale doesn't have to end there. When you're free, we'll rid the world of the Asians together. You and beloved will have justice. Fine sentiment, but you're almost spent. I'll keep watch from above. If the treatment fails, run. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I swear, when this is over. Keep going, Aliza. Your magic is working. While I knew this wasn't going to be easy, no patient could have prepared me for treating a great worm. But we're close, I can feel it. And while I only have a few more drops of ether left to give, with yours and Graha, this will work. Now I believe I speak for the both of us when I say you may take as much as you require. Careful, I might told you that. Alright, here I go.
Warrior of light, your will shall be done. Let the shackles be released.
All I heard was unleashed.
Damn.
Dun, 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 dun.
I would DM you what I was trying to say.
This is it, Angelo.
Cutscene. Literally the ether from the Warrior Light and the Crystal Exarch. I think you should be fine. Yes, I feel it. The Econ's grip groweth weak.
Did it work?
We won't know for certain until the shackles are removed.
Can you just scoop at the bed? I should actually go to it, boys.
Oh wait, we're actually releasing the shackles. Answer me this, children of men. Can my kindred be saved in like manner?
Many have been subjected to the Allegan's dark arts.
Read my post,
Their
boys.
flesh irrevocably altered. For such tortured souls, I fear there can be no salvation.
My children. Should you hearken unto my call, we shall fly together once more. But should you not, I shall grant you peace. Better to die than to live as a tool of evil. You too would wish this, I know, and I shall do as I must.
When that time comes, you won't be alone. We'll stand by you.
Thou hast my gratitude, little one.
Also, one of your characters in what's it called?
Alphino's ready. It's time.
Fair.
Do it. And let's hope the treatment worked as it should.
I gotta sign this.
Oh, we are literally releasing the restraints.
That's fine. I don't even know how this is.
For vengeance and atonement I arise.
By the gods.
So it worked. Tiamon is free.
Yeah. I do have to
On that note,
Urianger, your time
I'm
could
taking
not be
the night.
better.
Take care of you.
Goodbye, villager number 1.
Understood, we're on our way. It's
Fuck you, asshole.
Muhammad. He's been sighted.
Love you too, dude.
He flies for the largest amount of settlement in the region, at the head of a vast host, including dragons.
Did you hear all that, Alphino? You'd best rejoin your comrades. I'll make my own way. Our enemy awaits. Shall we?
Did Thane just jump? Okay, he just jumped in the sky. That's a jump. And he landed on Tiamon's back.
Well, he's not a dragoon for nothing.
We need more jump power like that. Well, I'm sure you're desperate to join a city in Tiamat battle. It would be wiser to gather full strength at his hands first. The foe we face demands no less. Flames of War. So let's see, how many quests do I got remaining? I got 5 quests left. Wow. I have already sent word to the others. We are to rendezvous in Ulda at the Hall of Flames. Fuck. Let's collect Alpha and be on our way. She is actually no longer there now. Huh. Now I know some of you could do some rest, but I'm sorry to say, Tofuto Game have other plans. Paladins is already under siege. Happy, the Mortal Flame arrived just in time to join the defensive effort, with Marshal Turpin at the head. Well now, given the failure of the peace negotiations, I was uncertain how the Sultan would respond. It's good to hear that Ulda was not abandoned. It's not abandoned the Almajad. Abandon them? They would not profess to be their friends. Your Grace, Master Tupin had made provisions for such exigency and was ready to depart them at a moment's notice. All that was required was the agreement of the syndicate, each of whom voted in favor of the intervention. Nor is Ulda alone in its resolve. The other alliance nations have likewise attached their troops to the Pelgian. Yet, even with our combined strength, we shall be sorely tested, for we face not only the might of an Imperial Legion, but Lunar Bahamut and his draconic horde besides. Yama's children. We fight as we may, victory is by no means assured. But not only of the omens are grim, our forces report that despite their proximity to Lunar Bahamut, none of the elements just show signs of tempering. Strange. What primal would turn down a chance to claim new thralls? Unless it is incapable of doing so. Primals are not wont to be served a master, accidents or otherwise. It may well be that Lunar Bahamut differs in some fundamental manner from those we have previously encountered. If that's true, anyone can fight him, and Art and others like him wouldn't have to shoulder the burden alone. Be that as it may, Lunar Bahamut remains an incalculably powerful foe, whom our soldiers will struggle the best mere force of arms. With the aid of the Scions, however, I believe they will fare rather better, assuming, that is, you are ready to take the field. An airship awaits to hear you to the front. Pray set forth as soon as you're able. I, meanwhile, shall continue to court our foes. Till next we meet, may the 12 bless and keep you. It was kind of her to ask, kind of her to speak with us personally, but you may be certain she has no shortage of responsibilities. Well, I, for one, am inclined to do us her grace request, lest we forget are involved, and for Dola are in the Palagath on reconnaissance. The sooner we save the day, the better their chances. Indeed, to the airship then. Did I just unlock a battlefield already? So how is the dungeon, the Palagath dungeon?
Pegglethon?
Yeah, Pagathon.
It's fine.
Is it hard?
No, particularly.
Okay.
Now, question for you.
Yes.
Have you played through the Binding Coils of Bahamut?
Yes.
Then you're fine.
Really? How so?
Because you're facing Bahamut.
Oh. But again. Greetings. We've been expecting you, but say the word and we shall depart to the Pagathon, correct?
Yes.
Pagathon. We shall depart to the Pagathon at once. Pagathon, now let's test them. Alright. The question is, do I want to do this by myself, or do I want to put up a queue?
Doesn't really matter, but personally speaking, I always like doing trust dungeons first time through.
Okay. I gotta put something for the occasion, so I might as well go in as like a Dark Knight. I think Frey would approve.
Indeed. Also, what better to kill a big old dragon with than a big old sword?
Yes. Let's see.
I stand ever ready.
I'm going to take the Grahatia. And
Victory will be ours.
Gistola
Let's give it our all.
and Alize. That should be fine. Alright, time to take the big old stick.
Indubitably.
Oh wow, the Almajah is actually fighting with us. It's Tiamat! And Estinian! Alright. Okay. Oh, Graha becomes White Mage if you Okay.
Remember, here's all around here.
That's wonderful. So when I first took him as a tank, he was a paladin. So now he goes in as a white mage for Keeler, and I'm guessing a black mage for DPS. Okay. Alright, let me lower this. There we go. Kobolds! Help is here! I better hear like answers being like played when I fight Bahamut. Otherwise, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm not.
Okay. Okay. Ooh, first boss fight. Arrive at the Gathering Ring. Is that a dragon or is that a lion?
Neither.
It's a combination of both. Don't stand the thing!
Run.
I will not hold back.
I'll put it here. Oh, I can't stack it? Where's the other lightning rod? Ah, okay. I'm getting that mechanic now. came with this animation, I'm gonna have to drop it at point. Bro, I did say, like, you can just send it to me, and I'll look at it. How can you put to me? I will look for that later.
What took you so long? The amount are in trouble. Let's split up.
Where do I go? Oh, down here. Okay. I remember when the enemies did not have like a massive HP pool.
Too bad.
Yeah. Me right now is just like, why won't they die already? Damn it! It's Amric and Lucia. Who else will I see?
Oh, no, you don't.
Oh, fuck. I did not realize that was a limit break that Tiamat can do. My poor children, I shall feel the pain. I have a question for you, Twin. If you could make summoning Bahamut as a D&D NPC stat, what would it be? What would a strength level be equivalent to this?
You realize there's already an enemy in the game called Aspect of Bahamut.
Really? I didn't know about that.
Also, Bahamut is a lawful good dragon god in
Yeah.
But step out of the cannon.
Okay.
Step out of the cannon.
I'll step out of the cannon.
And in the fire.
Look, sometimes I just want to stand in the pretty lazy, okay?
Much to the dismay of Grahug.
So far the cannons are fine. They're all singular. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Oh, we're fighting a magic tech core. But the reason why I ask is because, let's say it was the same Bahamut from Final Fantasy. What then?
I'd probably still just use Aspect of Bahamut.
Okay.
I mean, it's already a ridiculously powerful monster.
Okay. That's a laser. I don't have arm's length to recharge at the moment.
If you would like to know more specifics, the Aspect of Bahamut stat sheet is: it is a gargantuan metallic dragon with a lawful good nature.
Yeah.
23 AC, 583 average hit points.
Jesus.
60 feet of movement. It has a burrow speed of 60 feet, a fly speed of 120 feet, and a swim speed of 60 feet. It has 30 strength, 18 dexterity, 29 constitution, 25 intelligence, 28 wisdom, and 30 charisma.
Huh.
Yeah. It's a challenge rating 30, dude.
And it's just the aspect of Bahamut, not actual Bahamut, right?
Yeah, it's immune to acid, cold, fire, lightning, radiant, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magic. Radiant, lightning, fire, cold, and acid are just, it is immune to those, period.
Damn.
It's immune to being charmed, deafened, frightened, paralyzed, and stunned. It has true sight for 120 feet, and a passive perception of 28.
Huh.
5 legendary resistances a day, and a breath weapon.
What's the breath weapon?
Two different types: exalted breath and platinum.
Okay.
One of them heals it for 13 d10 hit points.
13 d10s?
Well, no, not it. It's a conal. It's a giant conal heal. In fact, it's 300 feet cone of healing.
Jesus.
The other one's a 300-foot cone of a 12d10 radiant damage. The DC for half damage is 26.
26?
Oh, right, and its legendary action is if it's reduced to 0 HP, it goes back up to 500.
Hey, can it only do like once a battle or what?
Once per short rest or long rest. If you kill it, it resets HP to 500, regains its breath weapon, and regains any expended uses of legendary resistances. Additionally, it gains mythic actions.
So you can't really kill it.
It's not supposed to be killed. Its mythic actions are Celestial Shield and Celestial Lance. Celestial Shield, let's see. The aspect manifests 7 scroll ancient gold dragons around himself that protect him. He gains 77 temporary hit points until the start of his next turn. Celestial Lances. The aspect conjures 4 enormous lances of magical force and plummet them into the ground in 4 different points. He can see within 150 feet of him and then disappear. Each creature in a 20-foot radius, 100-foot high cylinder centered on each point must succeed a DC 27 dexterity saving throw or take 7d6 force damage.
Jesus Christ. There, I sent that.
On the plus side, you can only be affected by one lane. You can't be double whammed. But I mean, there's always a way to beat anything, even with a legendary resistance like that, or a legendary action like that. Called Power Word Kill.
I just realized something. That Bahamut does not have a head.
It does.
No, it doesn't.
Lunar Bahamut has a head.
Lunar Bahamut does not have a head. It's just a tentacle thing.
No, you'll see it. It has a head.
Oh, I'm almost done.
Hilarious that there's no way to counter Power Word Kill.
How is there not a way to counter Power Word Kill?
There's no saving throw. If you have less than 100 HP, you die.
Wow.
It's not an attack roll. It's not a saving throw. You target one creature within your range, and if they have 100 hit points or less, they die. For aspect of the Bahamut, that also means you do not hit 0 hit points, you do not reset to 500, you just die.
Okay. Oh, it does have a head.
Told you.
What is that move that Lunar Bahamut does, where it shoots all, like a lot of things in the air?
You mean Terraflare?
That's Terraflare.
Yeah.
Mm.
That thing that you as a summoner have to build up 3 whole levels of limit break in order to use. Yeah, he just does it casually.
We have that as like an emote, right?
It can be acquired as an emote. I don't remember if you can.
I think it's the Moxation emote.
Might have been.
Yeah. What do I do these nails? Oh, it's not that. No, got it. Okay, so it's E for each nails.
Remember the triple stacks.
Oh, that shit stacks!
I said triple stacks.
Yeah. Spread apart. You want to be there? Okay. E for each nails, so you just want to keep moving. Okay. Full stack. I wanna... no. It's a center this time. Okay.
Can't give you direction on these because they're kind of time sensitive and I'm 2 seconds behind on them.
It's fine, I'm figuring it out as I go. Okay. I did it. Like normal, just sling a god. I just have the most serious face on at the moment. Just like, good, he's dead.
I'd like you to think about something. How long has it been since the Warrior of Light smiled and was happy about their triumph?
Actually, I can answer that question. That was back in ARR.
Exactly.
Damn.
Happiness? What's that?
What's-
I don't know happiness.
Like, we still had happiness even leading up to, like, level 50 dungeon.
And then you got stabbed in the back by one dude who became two people.
You're right. Children of man, the shade of my below is no more. And I shall be forever be in your debt. By your deeds are we set free, and free we shall remain. As long as I draw breath, never again shall the dragons of Mercidia hearken to the lies of the Ascians. This I vow.
Noble warriors, the dragons chose their friends well. Long have our peoples waged war, but no more. Your fallen lie beside our own. By our words and deeds shall we honor their sacrifice.
You would make peace with Ul'dah then. We will be proud to call you our allies. Then let us put our past behind us.
The enemy of our enemy is our friend. And you have proven yourselves worthy of our trust. It is the Guardians who are deserving of our fury. I shall see that my brethren learn the truth of this day, and rally as many as possible to the cause, till we meet again.
Yeah, till we meet again.
And thus did we make allies of the Amalja.
It would certainly seem that way. The Sultana will be pleased. Let's go and give her the good news, shall we?
Those needles, I'm like wondering what are they for? Sometime later inside the Pelaginian's tower. Pelagat's tower. No. 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 What the fuck? Ew.
What in Ralga's name happened here?
gods only know. But you can bet these poor sods aren't here by choice.
Why does that look like a mouth?
Quickly! We've got to get them free! No! What have I done?
It's too late for them. We're leaving now.
Run. Just run. Just get out. Just get out of there. Ifrit!
No! Don't you dare! We came together and we're leaving together!
Ifrit's back! Okay! Wait, next you're gonna show me Garuda? And Titan? While it would be too much to hope that we have seen the last of Daniel, we have dealt his schemes to upload this day, and that alone is cause to celebrate. And celebrate I will when we have received word of safe return! When dust settles. Sitting around here is not gonna help matters. Come, we must discuss today's event with Pippin and her Grace. Break silence! Would that I treat you to a hero's welcome, but I bear urgent news from Otsuri. Your Grace, whatever is the matter. As our troops withdrew from the Pelagian, they come upon the two scouts sent to nearby towers. I have yet to hear a full account, but it seems that one of them, your friend, I believe, had been wounded, and was being dragged away by the other. Oh no. I must go. Forgive me, Your Grace. Can you tell us aught of Avidan's condition, Your Grace? The wounded scout? Not say that it is grave. The Trojans tend to him as we speak. The infirmary must be inducted to the wounded. If all of us go, we'll only get underfoot. Art, Estini, would you mind going after Alphino? He may need some support from someone other than me. You're his sister. Just to go. Very well. Thank you. The rest of us will see that the relevant people know what took place in the Palagan. Go on then. Actually, I can just teleport there, right? Okay. I'm on. I only have 3 quests left after this. Wait, no, where the fuck? Okay. Why am I being dumb? Just take the ether transporter. Why did I walk all this way to the shard when I can just take the ether crystal and just teleport there?
Good question.
Yeah. Yeah. Very, very good question. I ask myself that every day. Like, well, since Twin is here, I'm guessing that most of the brain cells went to her too from a bit. Hmm. If he's so kind to wait. What did the master say? Tell me his exact words. Enough, Alphina. This isn't helping. Let the Trojans do their work. But, you're right, forgive me. When we said our farewells to Alvin, I was afraid that something like this might happen. But now that it has, all we can do is wait. Alvin, just remember, he's home. We're gonna get him better.
Fordola, have you been waiting here all this time?
We have done what we can. The rest is up to him.
May we see him?
No?
I do not think that wise. You must let him sleep.
Art, you're a doctor. Get in there. I'm like, I'm a battle doctor, not a doctor.
Thank you for bringing him back. He owes you his life. I just wish I had been there. Perhaps, I don't know. Perhaps I could have...
Could have what? Got tempered? Don't flatter yourself. You can't save everyone. No one can. Not even the warrior of bloody light. People die all the time, for no good reason. And those who take up the sword die quicker than most. If you're going to shed a tear every time a soldier falls on the battlefield, you'd best stay away. It's no place for the weak of heart.
It may be that victory cannot be won without cost. But all life is precious, and I refuse to shrug at its loss.
All life is precious! You need to grow up, little man, before your sparkling ideals get everyone killed.
right. He is idealistic. But the world has more than its fair share of realists, like you and me. It's people like him who dare to dream that things could be better and make it happen against all the odds. They are the ones whose names live on forever. The heroes.
The battlefield's littered with would-be heroes. At this rate, you'll lot'll be next. And what'll become of your precious dreams then?
They'll live on into the next person.
They'll be gone. Like dust on the wind.
I believe she hasn't heard the term inherited will.
Dreams worth fighting for don't die so easily.
There you go, Sane has heard of it. I know. There is nothing more I can do here. Come, let us rejoin the others. Her Grace invites the Scion to the 7th Dawn to join her in the fragrant chamber. Your comrades have already arrived. Will the three of you be joining them? We will.
Your Grace, pray forgive us our lateness.
Think not of that. I understand a close comrade of yours was wounded in the line of duty. Arenvold. It was at the Alliance's behest that he risked all, and we are grieved to hear of his condition. Rest assured, he will receive the finest care our chirurgeons can provide. On that you have my word. Now, we would share with you the findings of the mission. Pippin, pray relate to our guests the details of Fordola's account.
First Bahamut, now Ifrit. Or Lunar Ifrit, as Fan Daniel would doubtless have it.
'Tis now all but certain that the towers were conceived to facilitate the summoning of primals by those imprisoned within. Less certain is the means by which the Telophoroi constrain the wills of said entities to enact their designs in defiance of the pleas of their victims.
Mayhap they do not. If mere proximity to the towers is enough to make loyal servants of the Empire's mortal enemies, it stands to reason that the same is true for those held captive. They invoke their gods for the good of Garlemald, and in their disturbed state of mind, summon a primal whose form reflects their own alteration.
It all begins to make sense. Upon closer inspection, I realized that the towers bear a striking resemblance to a much larger structure which Urianger and I observed from afar during our visit to the Imperial capital. Assuming it too is capable of tempering those in its immediate vicinity, it would go some way to explain the swiftness with which the Telophoroi managed to rally so many Imperials to their cause.
While the situation in Garlemald is indeed troubling, I fear we have more immediate concerns. Ifrit was not the only primal summoned. At approximately the same time, observers at several other towers bore witness to the emergence of further such entities.
Wait.
For a blessing, none appear to wield aught approaching the destructive power of Bahamut, and the Grand Companies are moving to deal with the threat even as we speak.
You need only tell me where they are, Your Grace. The Grand Companies, Your Grace? Is that wise?
Though we are aware that the task will not be easy, we would call upon the Scions only as a last resort. Pray, conserve your strength for now.
I am literally called the God Killer. Just point to me. Just point the God I need to kill.
You rid us of Bahamut. On which note, I am pleased to report that our talks with the Amalja have reached an agreeable conclusion. They have pledged their full support to our cause. It is our hope that this historic agreement will encourage other tribes to join us at the negotiating table. And I know that I speak for all of the Allied leaders when I say that we will welcome them with open arms at such time as they do. Of course, this was only made possible by the feats of heroism performed at Paglfan. Moreover, we shall not allow the sacrifices of those fallen in battle to have been made in vain. As hope leads to victory, shall victory lead to a new dawn for Eorzea.
May these words ever be our guide, Your Grace.
Now, if you will forgive me, I must consult with the Syndicate on the matter of our new allies' integration. Till next we meet, my friends, I bid you safe travels and blessed respite.
And the dust settles. Duck down this side. Alright. Right then. Unless anyone has objections, I think it's about time we return to the Rising Stones. That includes you, Alfino. Our involved is in good hands here. Of course, he would doubtless mock me for pacing about the infirmary. Let us retire then, that we might regain our strength and readiness for the coming challenges. If all is in agreement, then I shall let Carl know to expect us. A hot bath and a hearty meal shouldn't go beyond arranging with the time available. It'd be good to be home. I have some things to do. I think this is why he might became a sage in Endwalker. Yes, I'll try asking him, and thank you. I shall look forward to it. Our comrades eagerly await a return. Carl, in particular, has a few matters she is keen to discuss. One of which concerns you, Estinian. Believe it or not, you'll join us, won't you? Fine. Really? I thought you said you were avoiding that Balsam, Balsam woman. If I refuse, she would only pursue me. Let's get this over with, shall we? When did you fall asleep in call?
No.
Oh, okay. Just listening in?
Yes.
Okay. Let's say this thing just crashed.
Welcome back. I expect you must all be exhausted. Ere you take your rest, however, I would beg a moment of your time.
Oh.
Thanks to Arenvold's selfless efforts, we may now be confident that we understand the function of the towers. But many questions remain regarding the reason for the summonings and what lurks behind the looming edifice in Garlemald. Until such questions are answered, we will struggle to devise an effective strategy for thwarting the Telophoroi's stated aim. Nothing less than the destruction of this star. And so, given the gravity of the situation, I move that we petition the aid of Sharlayan.
Sharlayan?
'Tis possible the ancient knowledge preserved within our archives may hide a clue to our enemy's methods. But given Sharlayan's established policy of non-intervention, our former colleagues are not like to aid us in its discovery.
Oh, I well remember what they're like. The Forum's barefaced refusal to assist you in the days prior to the calamity must rank as Sharlayan's most shameful act since the Exodus. But were the final days to be reenacted, it would spell doom for us all. Surely even they cannot turn a blind eye to that. I trust we are all of the same mind on this matter. Urgent as it seemed, I took the liberty of petitioning the Alliance for leave to act as Eorzea's emissary, and have since received their blessing.
I presume your role as a student of Baldessian will carry some weight with the Forum?
One can but hope. If truth be told, our organization has been a shadow of its former self ever since the disappearance of the Isle of Val. But the name does still retain some degree of prestige. I only pray it will be enough. If there are no objections, I shall depart for Sharlayan at once. But before I do, I should also mention the other matter to which I would devote some time during my stay. After hearing what transpired in the first, I began to question the true nature of Hydaelyn's blessing. A topic I have discussed at some length with Y'shtola.
We were wondering, when was the last time Hydaelyn spoke to you directly?
Near the end of the Dragonstone War. That day in the Crystarium. No, that was everyone. She spoke to everyone. But to us specifically was near the end of the Dragonstone War.
When you regained her blessing, was it not? But never since. Not in all your time in the First, when you faced the Unsundered, the very heart of Zodiark.
History shows us that Heidelin is able to awaken the echo in her chosen, convey her will directly, and grant the blessing of light. To our knowledge, however, she has not sought to intervene in man's affairs for some considerable time.
Might not the explanation for that lie with her choice of champion? Mayhap she is content to trust in his judgment.
Mayhap she is. But following my initial discussion with Kryl, I made inquiries of my own, and as far as I am able to tell, Heidelin has not made her will known to anyone.
During my time in the First, the Oracle of Light spoke to me through Reen. But that was not the will of Heidelin. It was Minfilia herself.
Heidelin doesn't invoke her own will, does she?
And while she and Heidelin were inextricably linked, Minfilia yet acted of her own volition. A messenger, yes, but one who spoke with her own voice.
I wonder, could
Is that a
Heidelin's
question
silence
for me?
suggest the presence of some disruptive
Probably, but like you have future knowledge, so I can't have that answer.
opinion of your conduct? I see no reason why she would deny you her guidance altogether. Then again, who am I to say? The fact is, we simply don't know. But if the explanation is to be found anywhere, I can think of worse places to look than the archives of Sharlayan, and their research on the Ethereal Sea in particular. Resolved though I am to go, believe me when I say that I take no pleasure in the thought of leaving you a member short. Now of all times. Estinian, we stand on the eve of a struggle that will decide the fate of this star. One in which we Scions may play a telling part, yet we are but few in number. And so I must ask you again, will you join us?
You see the world the way you want it to be. I see the world the way it is. You are idealistic to a fault. But I know you would never turn your back on those in need. Never close your eyes to their suffering. And somehow, your deeds lend truth to your words, giving the lie to my doubts in so doing. I have seen others draw strength from your belief. In Ishgard, in Alamigo, you inspired them to stand up and fight. To win, no less. And even when you lost those you held dear, you carried their spirit with you and made their memory your guiding light. The burden of so many hopes and dreams would be too heavy for most to bear. But you bear it willingly, as you have shown me. Some dreams are too important to let go. If you have need of my strength, it's yours. After all you've done, how could I refuse?
So he joins us?
Estinian. Whatever challenges await us, I shall not falter. You have my word.
And now, I may bid you farewell. Safe in the knowledge that all is as it should be. In this little corner of the world, at least.
Estinian joins the Scions.
will be sorely missed. Tread warily in Charlian, and do try not to let the Forum embroil you in their politics. A forlorn hope, I know, given the individuals involved.
I shall do my very best. Farewell.
Kind of like about time he joins the Scions. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace. That's a lot of weapons. And I recognize those weapons. Some of them I have. Why do you have so many weapons? Why do you have ironwork here?
Well, does this one meet with your approval?
I want to punch him.
Apparently not. Or could it be that you're still upset about the dragons?
You are unwise to remind me of so costly a failure. It will not affect our plans, I trust.
Oh, hardly at all. Though, admittedly, the chances of us being able to procure any more Mericidian dragons are rather slimmer following Tiamat's reappearance. Oh, but the seeds have been sown, my lord. We have only to wait for them to quicken. Speaking of preparations, is it safe to assume that you will be ready to control you-know-what?
The hour draws nigh. This nation, forged for Ascian ends, will finally prove its worth.
A mighty empire, now no more than an instrument of this star's destruction. What a pleasure it will be to put it to use. Which brings me back to our earlier topic. My lord, while I appreciate that
Wait.
it's not an easy decision, it really
That's Novron's gear. How does he have that?
There is one that I have been meaning to test.
Well, not quite what I was expecting, though I will say, it does seem rather apt.
Of course, we don't get to see the sword he draws. Twin, should I just finish this? Because I only got like 3 quests left.
They're, if I'm remembering correctly, just talking quests.
They're just talking quests? Okay. Wow, that's a big loading screen. And anytime that also it's going like while this is loading, why is it that anytime I think I'm so close to finishing Nier Automata, I'm not close at all? Nope, well, it's fine.
What is the end but merely a beginning?
Indeed.
Also, it's 3:30 in the morning.
It is. I should probably finish the rest, like, next time. After this.
I just finished this quest up.
Yeah. It's not like I'm gonna have busy for a few months, not that there ever seems to be anything, but the Anchor's got me dispatching troops at every corner of the realm, which is not to say I don't trust the Alliance, because I do, but when it comes to putting down Primos, nobody does it better than us. Well, than you lot, more accurately. You won't catch me trading blows with the Primal in the near future, but for every fellow fiend you vanquish, there's countless meals to arrange, baths to fill, and sheets to wash, stores to replenish, and the list goes on. Which is where I come in, and gladly, mind you, it's the least I can do to support the Scions who breathe life in Lynn, like poor Arnold. He better join the Scions, or I'm going to be upset.
Daru?
No, Arnold.
Oh.
Yeah. I wish there was something we can do for him, but we'll just have to settle for saying the odd prayer and keeping a roof over our heads. It wouldn't do to have him come back to complete shambles now, would it? But that's enough rambling. Off you go and get some rest. If there are any developments, I promise you'll be first to know. Alright.
Isn't he already part of the Scions?
Arnvold? I don't know. I don't think so.
Like, the Scions are more than just the big names.
I don't think he was. Unless he was part of, like, the Brave. I don't remember.
It's been so many years.
It's been. Because I know these three, Efme, Clemency, and Real, they were part of the Crystal Brave. I know those three were. I just don't know if Arnvold was.
Well, they're also part of the Scions now, so...
Yeah. Ultra Boulder, Anor, and Alayan, they were also part of the Crystal Brave, so they're part of the Science now as well. Alright. Anyway. Well, with that being said, I'm going to end stream here. Because I've been streaming for almost about 3 hours. So, and we're only 3 quests away till Endwalker. Ah! Almost done. Alright. With that being said, cheers.